happy days to you. It is time for some FACEIT League. Oh, we got some Master Division for you today. Ereus taking on Meeps. My originally scheduled match got rescheduled. Let's take a look at our standings here to start. We are, first week of Master Division. Yeah, we're in week 2 overall, but this is still week 1 of Master Division. Both of these two teams, as you can see in the description, are just now playing their first match, and they're not the only ones. Like, even here at the end of the week, we still got a handful of teams that are still looking to play their first match. French Revolution is formerly Frosttails, who we're going to see here today. They also have themselves listed as Meeps. They're listed here as French Revolu, but when you go to the match page, they're listed as Meeps. And so I listed them as Meeps in the scoreboard because that's what it says on the match page. So I just wanted it, I think it would be clearer because this is the page that we're going to be going back to throughout this series. So I thought it would just be a lot clearer if the scoreboard matched that. But if you're looking at standings, this team is listed as French Revolu. So just to put that out there from the get-go, it's already confusing enough. But you know what? Let's just make sure we add 2 team names to the same team. Why not? Speaking of Meeps, derived from the Frosttails roster, where that's a team that kind of surprised everyone and punched up into OWCS for Stage 2 with an exceptional performance back in Stage 4. Came in 2nd place in that tournament, but it was good enough to get into the promotion relegation matches. Ended up making it into OWCS. Well, here we are, 6 weeks, 2 months later, and that team that was then known as Frosttails, they 0-7 out in that Stage 2. They lost their tank. They lost Crocs. Crocs was like a star part of this roster, and it wasn't this most super serious roster, but obviously they would have liked to have done better. Crocs get sniped by Anomaly, going into what would be Season 5 of FACEIT League, or Stage 2 of OWCS, and they never really quite adapted. Coming into Season 6, Meeps find themselves with a new name and an almost entirely new roster. So Gogo and Pac are the only 2 returning players, I believe. So Kyo and Kiwi move on, and then Majin, who had come in to fill in on the tank role once Crocs left, is also left. So from this roster, it's just showing as Pac and Gogo as the returning faces, although I swear Stelios played with them previously. But anyway, and you can see, so other than the tank, there was really no changes from Seasons 4 into Seasons 5 for Frosttails, what was then known as Frosttails, what is now French Revolu. So a pretty enormous change now coming into Season 6. Kind of started over with it, with Poco coming in alongside Stelios and Empty. Talking about Ereus here, not a whole lot of changes from Ereus off of the back of their 14-1 Season 5. They did exceptionally well. Coming in 2nd place in regular season, a 4th place finish there overall. You went out a little early, but they caught Dreamlight twice. The only team to beat them were Vision and Dreamlight. They caught like a red hot Dreamlight in the postseason and had to face him twice. Got to have a little bit of the chip of their shoulder. Now, I will say, not a whole lot of change, but there has been one significant change, and that is no Sleek. Sleek is not with the roster here. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but Sleek is no longer with this roster. They have had China come in instead, who actually saw as a sub for Frosttails in Season 5. So, there you go. Maybe China bringing the strats over. Ereus, looking to come back and just continue with an exceptional season. This time, take it all the way into OWCS here for the end of the year. Meeps getting first hero ban, and we're going to Oasis. That does also mean I need to give you a side swap. Let's give me an Ana ban there from Meeps. And let's see, that was a Ramatra ban in from Ereus. Let's get a map 1. Oh, that was the wrong button. All right. Both of our teams coming in to make their start into season 6. Lars is wasting no time going into the Zarya, and Jesper Swag is in the lobby. I wonder if that with no Sleek on this roster, does that mean we get more Venture, more Jesper Swag? The Venture's definitely been in a very strong spot, and Jesper can be one of the best, but oh, just gets owned by Pack. Pack just sat Jesper Swag onto the ground in a heap. What an opening pick here for this series. This will be a lot of pressure on the Lars. You know, without Jesper Swag there to pull any aggro, draw any tension away, and a great opening fight here from Meeps. Get this first cap. We're actually getting the Poco Diva. Love to see it. Jesper's actually, ooh. I think we're trying to see if they can kind of boot the Diva back a little bit and get them into a vulnerable spot. I can't support to let my friend play him, hence play Wu Young. He did all the fucking maths on his healing output. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to him. I haven't had a chance to play him outside of the training range. But there's definitely some layers to him with you kind of have the Zenyatta orb type effect, where the water sticks around on a hero, and then added heals with the minor perk. So layering damage, then with the beam. There's definitely a lot of layers that you could min-max with the new hero. I believe Extinction is doing a tournament this weekend, although it's going to be NA times. But is doing a tournament this weekend where Weeding has to be played. That's an AJ on to Go-Go. Jesper Swag just picks that one up. I don't know what Go-Go is like. I'm getting shot in the face by a Venture. I have 6 health. Let's try to AGA right there. Let's just try to beat right there. That was the freest Ajax I have ever seen in my life. It's a shame I didn't get Quack versus Pepsicad. 2 maps of what? Pepsac? I am not saying Pepsac. All right, that's Pepsac. I'm not saying Pepsac. That just does not. No. Pepsicad is going to be the way to go there. I'm locked in, I swear. What's funny is actually the obs have been fairly locked in throughout this map, despite the fact that my brain and my mouth are all over the place. Oh, not actually one person. Who says they just prove multiple personality? Grab available here. We're gonna get a flip for Ereus. Jazzy sounds Volta. Yeah, that's been nice having that sound barrier. Most of Quack is going together with parts of Goat Tricks. That's awesome. Jesper Swag takes down Go-Go, so we do not get a touch at the end. Obviously, the grab caught everybody else. Gonna get a nice one. Honestly, a fantastic opening map. I mean, a little bit more than I intended. I mean, I couldn't help it with that Ajax. Come on. I want to go. I want to go so bad. I want to go to Stockholm so bad. Hey, some of y'all, there was some good support in using my code, and so there was some good support, but we just couldn't keep up with the uncoachables and FACEIT League Simons of the world. Alright, we're gonna get the Poco Hazard. Lars actually sticking with this. No change in composition out of Ereus. Bubble Adventures, send the Venture after the hit scan. It's so refreshing, Machu. It's so refreshing. Wu Jing ult, very easy to spray jacks. If he's able to get one, he's under a lot of duress here. Packet answers as well. And we will get a Meeps first cap here. Not saying Pepsac, says Pepsac. Yeah, that sounds about right. I love Ereus even though they unfollowed me on Twitter. Oh, rude. Tanuki unfollowed me on Twitter for some reason. I was like, rude. It's alright. I'll still promote your squad. I don't care. It's not going to let me stop you from promoting your team. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Consider Ereus toss in from back. That from the high ground down low. Texal's still about 30% away to answer, so this is just going to clear the point off. A decent disengage. I mean, really no deaths here. Hey, actually, you know what I just realized? My outlines are not on. Sorry about that. I was doing some Photoshop earlier today. I was doing the thumbnails for last night's matches, for last night's doubleheader. Return Deadeye, but with Poco down, I'm not sure it's going to accomplish much. You have nobody to follow up on the space created from the ultimate. So it will eventually be a flip here. Consider Shinazoria. Just nasty business all around. Yeah, empty, just rolling around out in the open frantically. We're even gonna get a beat invested in. I'm not sure we needed the beat. Why did we beat? Did the pulse like almost kill somebody? Volta usually I feel like is very judicious with the beats too. But I felt like that fight was long won. All right, well, here we go. Tectonic Shock out of Jesper Swag. Hold off to this next fight. Poco. Oh, catches Lars with no bubble. Stuck in place. The big advantage, but job's still not done. Yeah, trying to close the gap. Poco just takes entirely too much damage. The sound barrier from Gogo ends up very late in this fight. Now you have nothing to protect against the incoming grab from the other side. So neither sound barrier really getting much value here, with ICAV and Jesper Swag finding picks. Doesn't look like you're gonna need the Graviton Surge just yet. You can hold that for this last fight. Trash Panda with the dad joke. Yeah, Pepsac is sticking around. Damn it! I love the jump up perk so much. It's one of my favorite perks of the game. Please don't get rid of it. Oh, we're just gonna solo grab Gogo. Honestly, I respect it. Consider everybody's thrown in on a Poco down low. You just get a free cap with that, but look for a quick re-engage. Texel's not too far away from their own rush either. Empty using their Deadeye a bit early. That might have been nice to have during the Kitsune. Jesper Swag dancing around the flashbang. Oh, I love the cute gladiator spray, I will say. It's a good spray. It's a good spray. Good shots from Empty onto ACAV. Keep this map going. Meeps gonna force this into one final fight. One where they have no check marks and a very, very clutch sound barrier sitting in the pocket of Texel. You're also looking at Volta with the sound barrier coming up. We just said Kitsune Rush for Texel. You knew that. That's the sound barrier, and everybody but the burrow. Jesper Swag getting it. Jesper Swag's just gonna go plunge back in the back line. That was a vicious volley of damage. Deadeye now in play from Cav. Lars is dead. But I kept throwing some pretty devastating nerf darts down while Jesper Swag cleans up. Downpour is completely off the mark. And Ereus, you're going to win out this 199. Take University and a 1-0 lead. I've known Chili Card for 8 years and it wasn't following me. Damn good map. I mean, very close. Very, very close. Anxious to look at the stat card on that one. Ooh, a WPG pick. Now, I assume Meeps are going to ban out a tank of some sort. You got to protect the D.Va here. Oh, I mean, I guess Poco could, just play the hazard if the D.Va gets banned out. All right, let's go look at some stats there from map 1. How'd I do? What stands out? ICAV 14-3, Lars 14-5. Pretty much as expected. Looking at, pack with most damage on the team, almost most damage in the lobby. Silver damage in the lobby behind Lars, but I mean, you're talking about behind Azaria, right? Azaria with a Venture to work with. Do you still have China and Pingu on the bench? Do we see any swaps? Sojourn ban in from Ereus. Ooh, let's head into one of my favorite maps in the game. Let's get into Watchpoint Gibraltar. I mean, I just, anytime I get to play Winton, anytime I get to watch Winton, I'm happy. Unfortunately, no Winton here on this map, as we do get it banned out. But typically, Watchpoint Gibraltar means I get to play Winton. I mean, that is the home of Winton after all. We do get China coming in. No venture on Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
And what is it? Just a quick teleport out, get the supports across the gap. Stelios goes into a tracer. We do have an Ana here from Pack to help back up the D.Va of Pogo. Poco. It's not a pogo stick. It's Poco. Unsurprisingly, we honestly don't see a change there in the tank from Lars. They do stick with the Zarya here. Honestly, it'd been kind of fun to see a Zarya ban instead of the Winston ban. And I mean, would we get the Lars Winston? I don't know. That's a huge purple. Lars is gonna have to self bubble. Did they use both bubbles there? No, they just used the one. So they're able to kind of hold this cycle. It's why I asked. It's the difference between falling back into the server room or holding the spot. And they're able to hold for now. And as long as Lars can put that devastating beam across that sight line, should be okay. But a little points presence has forced the issue here. And we're going to see a bit of a rotation from the defensive areas. Volta picking up empty in the back line. That's important. There is Stelios hiding right there. They all ran past Stelios. No way this back cap works. Okay, it was found out. It fooled 4 of the 5. It fooled everybody but ICAV. ICAV was the only one the wiser on that. Oh, we're just getting a nasty stagger here. Yeah. Dr. Chad, thank you for the follow. ICAV was the only one the wiser on that. Try to stay back on cart. Just make sure there is some point presence. A little bit of just poke damage trade coming across. We've got a lot of ultimates available from both sides. Keeping out for the Kitsune rush from the defense. Ooh, that pulse on to empty as well. Oh no! Pack just watched their teammates just blown to smithereens right before their eyes. Nothing you can do as an Ana on that one. Fortunate to avoid the damage. Ereus have an option of dropping and throwing the Kitsune Rush on cart or just using it to control high ground. I mean, you can literally just throw the Kitsune on bars, then it will most likely be enough to win whatever fight they're in. You just get bubbles back so fast and such great tick damage. And that's gonna be a rally push from up top. Now that could be the one to kind of boil over even a Kitsune Rush. But with the sound barrier there, it's the rush thrown back on the cart itself, kind of backing up into the server room. And now the grab layered it on top, and Lars is able to just sneak in under the defense matrix, pick up that finishing kill. We're down to 30 seconds. And another stagger onto Poco. If the bomb is not lobbed into the enemy team, I'm not watching. I know, right? Dude, trust me. You know how what an honor it'd be just to call an actual Poco bomb? An honest to God actual Poco bomb? Unfortunately, it'd be a bit of a throw here. Now that's a good move, but a better bubble. Bomb drop. Poco goes going for the chase, looking for the remake damage. Volta in there for the backup. Nano boost thrown in on the, I believe that was Stelios who got the, I mean, no, it was Empty who got the nano boost on the point. And you end up getting at least one with that. I don't know, that's going to be enough. Yeah, with the Kitsune Rush here, there's just not enough staying power. And Ereus will hold.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Oh, aggressive teleport. Lars already with 100 in charge. Putting a good chunk of damage in onto Poco. ICAV trying to follow up on it. Stelios looking to protect them. Does force ICAV back, and the defense will somewhat stabilized on the high ground. Gogo looking to regroup with the rest of the team. Escapes to about 75 health. Stelios gets the recall force, goes right back in. Almost got the one clip on the Volt, so good save there from Texall. Empty finds themselves on the low ground. Oh, it must have been a boop. It's not where you want to be. It's a 5v3, a very early Deadeye. I have get a Deadeye with compared to Empty's 55%. Gogo is down. And this cart is dangerously closed. That will do it. Ereus up 2-0. Goofy List, thank you for the follow.
Play the game.
I mean, this is... I think this is a team that we anticipate to be the top pick team. You know, my first impression, you know, without really deep diving into the rosters for Season 6, my very first impression is Ereus is the team to beat here in this division. So, I mean, I think they are going to be the favorites in the majority of their matches, if not absolutely all of their matches throughout this season. It was very close. Meeps put up a heck of a map 1. And, I mean, with Frosttails, I mean, with the experience that this team had playing as Frosttails, I would think that, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's been enough changes. Like, does any of that carry over? I don't know. There was a close map 1. It was a close map 1. Not so much on Watchpoint Gibraltar, and that was their pick as well, right? So... we are going to get, I believe that's Meeps choosing to go on the defense with a King's Row pick and a Venture ban. So they're going to target Jesper Swag on that one. Look at some stats there from map 2. Felt pretty one-sided. Lars, oh, so close. So close to a perfect map. So close to a perfect map. That was unreal. And that's what they look like the... kind of what I was anticipating. They look like a team that once back into this great final, once into OWCS. That's what that looks like to me. Well, let's get into Kings.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
MT, pull out the Hanzo here for this defense from Meeps. Oh, we do get China coming back in. Or staying in, I guess I should say. With the Venture Band. Oh! I owe you a band, don't I? I owe you a band. I am so sorry. I was so stunned by that one kill round. It was a Kiriko ban here from Ereus. I was so stunned by that one kill round. I didn't get your ban in. Unfortunately, it does not look like things are going much better here either. So far, the flawless run continues for Ereus. Trying to run back into the forge. Poco was actually going into Azaria here. I didn't get a chance to talk about this yet. As Lars finds the pulls out the Ramatra. I think Poco won the match. I think Poco was hoping for the mirror. Wall will get busted down. Lars has enough cooldowns to survive through that. Ant Matrix up. Oh, and ICAP puts a nasty dead eye through it. Empty will pick up the first kill of the map here for Meeps. Oh, and number 2 with that gorgeous headshot. But Texol finds a pair of their own, and the cart continues to roll. We do get a recontest here just in time before the cap. Volts is going to get popped. Ooh! Oh, the dragons did it in. I thought the lamp was enough. The lamp was so good there from Texol, but you know what? With Lars and China on the case, Lars has the annihilation. The lack of sound barrier ends up not being an issue. We got an honest to God grab dragon. We got an honest to God grab dragon. In 2025, this year of our Winston. What on earth? ICAP picking up an opening pick here on Estelios. Lars is going to go try to chase down Go-Go. Forces up the sound barrier. Volta answers. Stelios does have a blizzard, so they're making their way back out of spawn, and they can survive long enough to get there. We do have a Deadeye currently in play on the cart there from ICAV. That blizzard just gets yeeted in. Actually cancels out ICAV's blizzard. So the Ant Matrix in the backline for Pac. There's beautiful sightlines on that. Yeah, a huge Ant Matrix. And Pac is able to help this defense stabilize. Might even be able to fend off China here. Yeah, just kind of absorb the pressure there from China while the front line wins out their fight. Oh, Poco just got ambushed by that one. Never thought about a vortex through an Ant Matrix. A vortex through an Ant Matrix is actually pretty nasty. Speaking of nasty, ICAV's aim is on point. Locked in here for this final push. We're going to get a 3-minute, 20-second time bank from Ereus. The little tilt onto the sunglasses is great. Ooh, okay. So Poco comes out on the Ramasha empty on a Freya. I actually really like this Freya pick. Like, being able to confirm kills has been a problem here for Meeps in these past map and a half. And it's something the Freya just excels at. I mean, just the little double tap of the take aims. Oh, doesn't like it. Okay. Meeps is going to give that up. Doesn't feel like they're going to be able to provide enough value with China constantly peppering them. So they switch to the Genji to mark the flanks. Meanwhile, Stelios is moving over into Symmetra. Really helped out in the 4v4 back on the front line around Statue. An important kill on to Lars. We'll open this thing wide here for Meeps. Beautiful right click finishes off Volta, and the sim pick actually ends up being the difference maker. Watch for the contest coming in from the Tracer. Yeah. China is going to make it just in the nick of time. Oh, it's forced out. Okay. They got it at like 99%, so the moment they're off the point, the cap comes through. Look at me. An early lip used. Yeah, Texall had not used theirs yet. Just a cooldown win there from Ereus. So we see Meeps just back away. I mean, China had still been threatening. Yeah, you still got China threatening from this back line. Speaking of threat, ICAP, Deadeye up front, canceled. Watch for China to push in. Okay, has already tried to drop the pulse right as that was happening. But look like a teleport play is going to try to flip this map. And Matrix in, but China drops with a beautiful volley on the pack. Catches Go-Go as well. Empty at 1 health. China on a tear. We'll find play to win. And a fight win here from Ereus' defense. Gold Pants comes through with a huge raid. Thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful stream, my friend. Oh, enormous raid. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Huge stuff. Thank you for that raid 2 minutes ago. Sorry, delay sucks. Sound barrier from Volta and Empty just gets shut down. Denied. That was a great opportunity. Go-Go doesn't even get their own sound barrier into the mix and try to help it out. Huge shutdown from this area's defense. One of the biggest tools Meeps had to kind of break this open. Gold Pension Legends, thank you so much.
A chance to iterate is always appreciated.
All right, sorry, I was giving a little shout out there. Meanwhile, we get an Ereus defensive fight win. Annihilation invested earlier from Lars, and Poco throws one late into that just to try to stay alive, make sure they don't get staggered further. Hey, I mean, they're able to hold bookstore with that Annihilation. Doesn't look super high value, but they kind of hold the line, you know? Reinforcements show back up. It's not flashy, but it allows his Meeps to stabilize. It allows the Meeps. Give me some empty pop. We haven't had enough empty pop today. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, empty. I'm so sorry. Photon barrier up, Meeps. Lars under a bit of pressure. And Mrs. Storm's about to run out. Oh, just as it is, the Ant Matrix comes in, beautifully layered there with the cooldowns of the Ramatra. And it was Poco who quickly realized that they had gotten themselves into a really bad spot as they completely bit on that bait. Hook, line, and sinker. So a minute 40 now to go. This does mean that there's less time in the bank. Even if, like, they capped rent this second, Meeps would still have less time in the bank. Even if they're able to get the minute 30 on the board from capping point B and C. Dropping Deadeye into the back alley. Right now they're just trying to get through one step at a time. Oh, almost caught Go-Go with that. Go-Go's able to bait the shot up top. And the Nerf dart flinks harmlessly away. gonna be a Nemesis will pop from Poco, try to get aggressive. Backs up in, has the Annihilation just in the nick of time. Throws the Vortex down a little bit defensively. Doesn't really push with it. Deadeye comes out from empty through an Amp Matrix. I think they tried to flank with that, but nobody from Ereus is caught. As the fight goes on, we do get some late picks here, and Meeps digging deep. That was a weird one. I feel like I kind of got like a little discombobulated as what happened in that fight. I apologize. Like that was just a weird fight. Oh, and Poco just gets pounced on immediately. Oh no. I'm not sure what happened there. Why they were so far forward. Maybe didn't recognize just how much was coming at him, but oh, that's a late pick. Or an early pick, I guess, depends on how you look at it. So 80 seconds for Meeps to try to cap this map out. See if they can extend their life in this series. Oh, pause call from Empty. Pulse bomb from China. Quick check in on some stats here while we've got a moment. Pretty perfect 3 deaths down the board from Ereus. You don't get that very often. I mean, not in an elongated map, but you might see that in a short one full hole kind of thing. And Empty drops the R. Like the match is like it's on a timer, you know? It's on a timer. It's gonna start whether you're ready or not. Ooh, an interesting Deadeye. I think he was trying to loop around. Pack doesn't make it down. Tries to jump through, but with the Amp Matrix there, that Deadeye locked in so quick. This is gonna get down to a very desperate situation for Meeps. If it wasn't desperate enough already. Down 0-2, 13 seconds, sound barrier as well as photon barrier, both tossed in to at least make it onto this objective. Well, we're gonna get Lars knee deep into an Annihilation. It does fade, and Empty now has a Deadeye to try to create some space. China's pulse is off the mark, and Meeps has been able to put together a good half of a fight here. Can they close it out? With Volta trying to push in with the sound barrier. Ooh. It's going to be the Annihilation. Now pop from Poco. Poco's able to wrestle through that sound barrier and get 2 kills. And Meeps are going to continue to push here through Kinks. Lars comes out for the contest. No ultimates for either team to work with, really. Immortality Field used early in the backline. Go low. China in with the pressure. You can feel it squeezing in. This China picks up a pair. That's enough to force the C9. GG's in the chat. I didn't quite expect it to end that quick. But, you know, Ereus come out with a strong opener here for Season 6. What a dominant 3-0. There you have it. GG's. Some map 3 stats. Woo. You know, just a casual 18K map there from Lars. 35-4. That was just exceptional Overwatch from Ereus all the way around. And still playing with their fun style, their fun comps. I mean, you know, Jesper Swag forcing out the Venture Band there in map 3. Doesn't even play. You know, still getting targeted from the bench, right? I mean, Jesper Swag still getting value from the bench. That's just how Ereus roll. Let's see, a tough choice on player of the match, to be honest. I'm inclined to go Lars, just for with the near perfect Watchpoint Gibraltar, and you're playing Zarya on Watchpoint Gibraltar. You know, you might have ruined the perfect map. I will say, you might have ruined a perfect map by dying. But you also played Zarya on Watchpoint Gibraltar. So I give you a major pass. I give you a major bump on that. ICAV's super deadly as well. In fact, honestly, it probably should just go to ICAV, to be perfectly frank. All memes aside, I think your player of the match should probably go to ICAV. That damage output, look at the damage output on WPG. You know, it's close to matching both Stelios and Pack combined. No, I mean, and that's, you know, Pack had a great map 1. You know, Pack can put out some damage. Had silver damage in the lobby. But, yeah, I think ICAV's gonna have to be your player of the match here today.